as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys got the mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your face.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Houston Texans. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one, 33 yards. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10. Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Here's Hurts to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second and 6. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we...
Oh, wide open, complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan there to make the grab. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable.
Back to throw now on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40 and down right around the 37. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Marlon Mack. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking right sideline. That's complete.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down at 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Hurts fumbles it. It is picked up by the Eagles. he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. And he coughed it up!
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. On the give, this is Matt. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, here's Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to work. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mills. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mills now from the 50. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take over their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.